From the KATC Weather Lab, here's Rob's forecast.
Welcome back. Well, another nice day tomorrow. Then as we head into the weekend, it looks like at the very least tropical storm conditions for portions of Acadiana. We're going to show you what we're thinking coming up in just a bit. Hurricane conditions, a good possibility though for the eastern part of the state, mainly east of Morgan City, where a hurricane watch has been issued all the way over to the Mississippi-Alabama border. More on that in just a bit. But tropical storm watches for inland areas of Acadiana, and that's new as well. So let's take a look at the big picture, see what's going to be guiding this system down the line. We have this upper level low that's south and west of the Keys. That's going to be moving westward. We have this ridge of high pressure that's going to break down a little bit, and this ridge of high pressure off to the east that's going to move down and follow the wake of this upper level low as it goes toward the western Gulf. A lot of dry air here, but it looks like that low here is going to seal off our tropical system away from the dry air, at least in the near term. We'll wait and see how things go in the Gulf of Mexico, but still Tropical Storm Nate expected to become a hurricane in the Gulf as we head into Saturday afternoon and evening. Quiet weather locally, that's the way it's going to go tomorrow. No rain chances in the forecast, back up to 91 for the high tomorrow. And as we go into the tropics, it's hard to find our tropical storm amidst a large tropical monsoonal gyre that's down here across portions of the East Pacific and down across Central America and into the Caribbean as well. But notice on the time lapse, starting to see a little bit more in the way of convection bursting up right by the coast of Honduras. And this is where the tropical storm is poorly organized now, but it may get cooking once it gets back over water. Hurricane hunters on the way right now. They're right offshore waiting for this storm to get offshore. So we're going to have the very latest data and a whole suite of new information coming up at 4 a.m. tonight. Currently, though, this is the 10 o'clock position, 40-mile-per-hour winds at 15.8 and 84.7. Pressure hasn't dropped a whole lot, and it's pretty much been leveled off, but that's based on satellite images for the most part. We'll get better information as the hurricane hunters get close. So last reading I saw was 1,003 millibars from the plane. Now it's going to move over open waters of the Gulf of Honduras, east of the Yucatan, likely strengthened to a tropical storm, then Gulf of Mexico, and things are going to be moving fast as we get into the Gulf, as we get into Saturday. This is Saturday morning. By Saturday night at midnight, it's making landfall, at least as a Category 1. 80-mile-per-hour winds here may have a little bit more opportunity for further development, and then moving inland, and there you see the hurricane watches. We'll detail that a little bit more in just a little bit, and then moving inland. So here we have the cone. It does poke into the western portions of the easternmost portions of Acadiana, rather. And again, tropical storms and hurricanes effects are outside of the cone almost always. But with this system, the worst of the weather is going to be along and east of that center line. So tropical storm watch is in effect for coastal portions of Acadiana, including Lafayette, St. Martin, Vermilion, Iberia, and St. Mary parishes. Hurricane watches, Morgan City on eastward. So here's the big picture with respect to the wind probabilities. This is the latest just coming in, and what we look for, what is the probabilities locally of tropical storm force winds? That's winds greater than 39, and you get into the yellow, you're approaching 40 to 50%. So we were at 35% earlier today, pretty much the same right now, but notice the risk of tropical storm conditions will be much higher over southeastern Louisiana, and again, much larger than that cone that we showed you. And again, we get into the yellow here. We're in the 40 to 50% range for Lafayette on eastward. That's why we have those tropical storm watches in effect inland. So we looked at the European model, and the model pretty much in line with where the Hurricane Center is forecasting this to make landfall over southeast Louisiana late Saturday night into early Sunday morning. Here's the latest RPM model, which traditionally is on the western side of the envelope, but it gives us a pretty good idea. It's going for landfall Terrebonne Parish, but we'll nudge that a little bit farther to the east. But more importantly, I want to see how the winds look and how they're going to look locally, and this could be considered worst case scenario for Acadiana. A northeast wind at 25, 30-mile-an-hour gusts possibly. Notice the worst winds, St. Mary Parish pushing 45 to 50-mile-an-hour winds, maybe gusts to 60, and the near hurricane force winds over the eastern part of the state. And again, this wind field may be displaced a little bit farther to the east. So in summary, for Acadiana, not Louisiana. We have a very slight risk of a storm surge, but we're going to have mostly northeast winds, but the water may come up another foot or two from where it is right now. Not much rain, so not a flood threat. Wind threat will be highest come Saturday night into Sunday morning, and tornado threat is going to be minimal. So we're looking pretty good right now. I'll post this image on our social media coming up right after the weathercast. All this information coming in. In fact, I didn't fix this. Tropical storm watches and hurricane watches have been posted, so we'll update that 10-day forecast as well. Rain chances Saturday out ahead of the tropical storm, but it won't be associated with the storm, but we will see a good chance of showers and storms Saturday. So in case there's a big change, you want to make sure you have all your supplies and ready to go by tomorrow evening just in case. And then lingering rain showers into early next week, and that front that we were hoping for that was going to be nice and fresh is just getting fresh because it's not going to be the front that we thought it was going to be. It's going to be warmer. A real definitive cool front is still 10 to 14 days away.
It'll be so worth it though.
Yes.
Thanks, Rob.
Still